All right. Hi, everybody. Today we are going to be talking about los saludos y las despedidas. Those are greetings and introductions in Spanish. And this list of vocabulary is pretty short, but they are some phrases that are really important. So I hope you enjoy. The first thing that we're going to talk about is the way I design these presentations. So over here on the left side, you're going to see the word in Spanish, and then underneath it, you're going to see a phonetic pronunciation. So this is up here is going to be how the word actually looks, the way you spell it, and then down here, you're going to see the word written out in a way that tells you how it is said. This is not an accurate representation of the spelling. This is a representation of the way it's pronounced. Okay, obviously that's not how you spell pronunciation. It's just an idea of how you say it. And then over here on the right hand side, I'll give you the English meaning of the word, and then if there are any like additional facts or notes that you should hear, then they'll be over here also. Okay, so here we go. All right, the first word that we are going to talk about is the word hola. Repitan, hola. When I say repitan, I am asking that you repeat after me. So that would be where you would say hola. So we'll try that again. Repitan, hola. Okay, so in Spanish, when you have the letter H at the beginning of a word, like you do right here, you do not pronounce that letter H. So you do not say hola, you just say hola. And then over here, do you see the upside down exclamation point right here? So exclamations and exclamation points and questions come in pairs in Spanish. So anytime you use one at the end, you also use one at the beginning, and you turn it upside down. And all you do is, for the exclamation point, you just draw the line and then put the dot at the top. It's really easy. The next phrase that we have is ¿Cómo te llamas? Repitan, ¿cómo te llamas? So the first thing I want to point out is this right here, this mark or swooshy thing, whatever you want to call it. It's called an accent. It goes over the first O in the word como. That indicates that this word como is functioning as a question word because it has other uses in Spanish. And one of the functions of the accented letter is to indicate the meaning of the word. So if you write it without the accent, it can mean something completely different. And in this case, you need it because you are asking a question. In Spanish, you also have this letter right here, this double L. And this is not pronounced llamas. It is pronounced llamas. So anytime you have a double L, it is pronounced as a Y sound. So these are llamas. Aren't they adorable? I love llamas. They're so cute. And then this word is llamas. Llamas, llamas. Okay? And then the other thing I wanted to point out is like the phrase hola that had exclamation points. Here we have two question marks. So this one's a normal question mark, and then over here we have the upside down question mark. As far as I know, Spanish is the only language that inverts its punctuation at the beginning of a sentence. I don't know why, and I haven't been able to find anybody who can answer that question for me. All right, this phrase is yo soy. Repitan, yo soy. If I were introducing myself, I would say yo soy Señora Corona. And this phrase translates to I am, and you'll actually use it in other sentences other than telling people your name. But I like it because it's simple, it's straightforward, it's to the point. It's the one that I use to communicate my name, but you can feel free to choose any of the three versions. So, yo soy Selena Gomez. Yo soy Dwayne Johnson, también conocido como The Rock. So the next phrase we have is me llamo. Repitan, me llamo. And this phrase translates to I call myself. So the me is myself, and then llamo, I call. In English, I don't know if you guys use this. My husband uses this a lot. You'll ask him a question, he'll go, meh. So that's really the most accurate pronunciation I can find of the word me. And then you also have the double L right here that's pronounced as a ya. So this is not mi llamo, it's me llamo. Me llamo Taylor Swift. And then the last option we have for communicating your name to someone is mi nombre es. Repita, mi nombre es. This phrase actually translates to my name is. And then in English, the word me is the closest pronunciation to this me right here. So mi nombre es Chris Pratt. And then y tú. I love this phrase because it's super simple and you can actually use it with a lot of different circumstances. It actually translates to and you. So the letter Y in Spanish is the word and it's pronounced like the English letter E. So this is not y tú, this is y tú. And then it's used after you answer a question if you want to ask the other person the same question. So for example, if someone asks you what your name is, and you said, my name is Darian, and you, it's like asking them, well, what's your name? But you don't have to ask the whole question all over again. And then here we're talking about closing a conversation. We have the word adios. Repitan, adios. This phrase translates to goodbye. If you break the word up, this a means to, like the direction. I'm going to the store. And then Dios means God. And historically, when people would leave to go on a trip, people would give them a blessing. They wanted them to have safe travels. And so that explains why the word goodbye translates literally into to God. Okay? And then here, if you want to tell someone that you'll see them later, the first phrase that we have is hasta luego. Repitan, hasta luego. So this translates to see you later. And once again, we have the letter H here that is not pronounced. You don't say hasta, it's just hasta. And the word hasta means until, and then the word luego means later. So this literally translates into until later. The next one we have is hasta pronto. Repitan, hasta pronto. This one translates into see you soon. Here again we have the word hasta. It's not hasta, it's hasta. And pronto actually means soon or quickly. So this translates into see you quickly, until quickly or until soon. And then the last one, hasta la vista. Repitan, hasta la vista. This translates into see you next time. And we have this letter H that we don't say. And right here in the word vista, we have a change in pronunciation. So normally the letter V, like Victor's, has a harder sound, v, v, v. But because you have the A in la and the I in vista, this sound turns into more of a B sound. So you don't say hasta la vista, you say hasta la vista. And that's just due to the location of those sounds. And that will actually happen in a lot of different words. And it's not a huge deal if you say hasta la vista. It's just kind of a marker of a better speaker, someone who knows their Spanish more thoroughly, if you make that change when you say it. And again, we have that hasta means until, and then la vista means the view. So it literally translates into until the view or until I see you again. And then, everybody knows the Terminator saying, hasta la vista, baby. And then this is actually my favorite phrase to close the sentence. Repita, nos vemos. Nos vemos. This phrase also translates into see you later. Here, the letter V is not in between two vowels. So we have an S next to it, and then here we have an E. So this V stays the regular letter V. It does not change into that softer B sound. Usually sometimes for me it comes out as a softer B and sometimes it comes out as the harder V. So everybody makes mistakes and nobody necessarily does it perfectly every time. It's just an interesting fact to know about Spanish. And then nos vemos literally translates into we see each other. So it's kind of like see you later or see you next time, or I don't know, it's just a phrase that I like a lot. And that's all that we have for the greetings and introductions. I hope you enjoyed the video and everybody have a fantastic day.